Of employees scammed by their employers still waiting to get paid. It is a story News 8 first brought you. Pic-Nic, a restaurant on Chapel Street in New Haven, was open for just 2 weeks before abruptly shutting down.
A few employees learned the owners have ripped off people all over the country, but it was too late. News 8's Aaron Logan on the scene in New Haven as former employees demand some answers.
The doors closed and employees say they were ripped off thousands of dollars. Ever since then, News 8's had their back and has been demanding answers from owners. Now today, these employees are fired up and taking things a step further. A criminal record is not what they expected when meeting John Kalidas, the owner of Pic-Nic.
I took the laundry home for them because it was so much they couldn't get to it.
So this was like a family.
It was.
Now that family feels betrayed by Kalidas and his co-owner Jeremiah Kolbecka, and they're making sure everyone hears their stories.
I can't pay my mortgage, so I mean, what am I supposed to do now?
Judith McDonough and all these workers certainly won the attention of the New Haven Workers Association, who stood by their sides, fed up that situations like this happen too often. The 43 employees say they were ripped off at one point or another by these men. Checks kept bouncing, and shortly after opening day, the owners bounced out of town.
It's just disgusting that of all the times of the year to possibly pull this stunt.
James Hutton says the stunts continue. Yesterday, he got 3 checks in the mail from a New Jersey address, and the bank wouldn't let him cash them.
The checks have a New Haven address of 954 Chapel Street, but the checks are drawn on a New Jersey bank. So to Wells Fargo, that just looks a little too fishy for them.
News 8 called 3 different numbers for the men. No answer on 2.
No one is available to take your call.
The third, disconnected.
Is not accepting calls at this time.
Employees feel the men knew they were caught.
His explanation was he's done stupid stuff in the past. He paid for his mistake.
That's not the case according to what we found. Kalidas was indicted by a federal grand jury in Hawaii for more than $2.7 million, and there are a string of failed businesses. The landlord of this property tells News 8 the men owe them $25,000.
And I'm a cancer survivor. You stole from a cancer survivor, dude.
These dozens of employees say they'll continue to work with the New Haven Workers Association, and News 8 will have their back and continue to call these owners until they're all paid. On the scene in New Haven, Aaron Logan, News 8.